Nowadays, there are so many competing voices out there that are trying to snag our attention and trying to get us to focus on, them and hey, look over here, hey, look over here. And they're trying to grab from us and to get us off of following God. Being able to hear the Holy Spirit speaking to us and knowing, hey, there's where God's at work and that's where I want to be. Sometimes it's getting up early and getting somewhere, positioning yourself so that the Holy Spirit can use you for divine opportunity with somebody else. Sometimes you may be exhausted and you're like, I've got nothing to give, which is where I was last night. And I went to a play with my daughter and with Candy and my mother-in-law, and it was a fantastic play. And there I had a girl that was sitting beside me in intermission time. I mean, she just talk. And it gave me all this energy, but I was listening to her and I was like, oh my goodness, she really has a love for something that she's talking about and being passionate about, but that's not what her degree that she's studying for. And I had to encourage her to do what God was telling her to do. So here we are with this parable that Jesus is telling in Matthew chapter 21. And the first one, let's just talk about verse 28 and 29. It says, what do you think? Jesus is asking them. A man had two sons, and he came to the first and said, Son, go work today in my vineyard. He answered and said, I will not. It doesn't even say that the father stayed around or the father gave him a look or the father insisted or pleaded or anything like that. But then it says, and later he regretted it and he went. So he went to work, something that initially when he was asked, when he was told to, he did not. But then he regretted it and he went ahead and did it. So what I want is for you not to live with regret. And I encouraged her. I said, listen, you sound so passionate about this other thing. I want to encourage you. Even if you get a double major, that would be worth it, because I don't want you to miss out on something that you're being passionate about, because too many people will try to tell you, oh, that's not going to make enough money, or that's not going to do this for you, or that's not going to, the thing is what is God telling you to do? And when somebody talks about something and they're really alive with it, it's like, that is what is going to sustain you. And that is where you're going to really be most fruitful in this area that you are passionate about. You're talking about it. And it just came alive for the entire intermission. She was talking, which was great. And I was encouraged by that, but I wanted to encourage her. I wanted to bless her with, what is God telling you to do? I don't know who's told you to do this other thing. And maybe that was just you trying to make sure that you were set in life and whatever. But I was like, but you are really passionate about this. I mean, this is what makes you come alive. Yes, you can do that. So there's other things she can do. She's qualified for it. She does it very well. But there's something else that she's going to need God's help with in order to do that. So what about with you? What has God told you? What part of the vineyard has he sent you to? And are you willing to go? Or have you told him no?